You're looking for someone.
So am I.
My wife went missing. Your daughter, she might still be alive. Of all ages. So excited here to have with me Kenji Tanigaki to talk about his
Hi.
brand new movie, The Furious. Kenji, hello.
Hello, William. How are
I'm
you?
such a I'm great. It's such a pleasure to be talking to you about this great movie. I had such a fun time watching this movie. Did you have as much fun making it? I have to ask.
Yeah. That's 2 years ago, but yeah, in whole movie shot in Thailand, and yeah, we have a fun time.
I love it. You can tell that there's a love for both uh, action and choreography in this film, and that comes from your background in stunts. Would I be mistaken in saying that?
What can you say again?
The film has a whole angle of having a love for action choreography. Would you say that your background in stunts is where that comes from?
My stunt because I was a fanboy of the Hong Kong action cinema, and I'm coming from Japan, but I moved to Hong Kong in my young age, and then I yeah I joined a lot of Hong Kong movies. So my style is very mix of the Japanese style and Hong Kong style, and maybe some of the manga style. And this time is more grounded, like the unplugged music, more less wire, and no stunt, and you know, um, like a classic film. I love the Buster Keaton or Harold Lloyd or Gene Carrey or Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, and so the classic film, they try to stay the wider shot and the longer shot and the cleaner shot. So I hope this movie is also can have this kind of feeling.
It absolutely does. I love that you said that because it's more unplugged. You said, but it's like acoustic action um, instead of
Yeah.
electric guitar action. I love that. And you said you have manga influences, and you've worked on like Rurouni Kenshin
Oh,
and
you
all
know
these
that.
other. I look up. I investigate the people I'm interviewing, Tanigake. I look up these things.
Thank
I
you.
like to see what you've been working on, and I have seen a couple of your Shinobi movies as well, and those are quite a fun time. I have to ask you, how did you manage to get all of these great action stars into one place? You have such a great cast. Like I talked to Brian last week, Joe, everybody on this film, Meow. How did you get all these people in one place?
Because yeah, I we know each other because our action circle is very closed. So day one, we already knows our protagonist, our leading actor is Che Miao, is from China. So I need a different faces. I need a different character. So because this movie is another kind of the body film, body, right? So he need a partner. So best way is we must find something different from him, like the Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker is a totally different. So um and I realized, oh, Joe Taslim is a good choice, and I call him and I flew to Jakarta, and uh, we ate dinner. I go to dinner together, and then I gave the script to him. He loves the script, and we team up. So it's very interesting because their martial arts background is totally different. One is Chinese wushu, the other is judo. It's totally different. So that our choreography is also, yeah, how that's how we start the choreograph, because judo and Chinese wushu, um, the distance was totally different, and their fighting style is different. So it's the same way. I call Yayan, I call Brian Lee, and I call Joe Iwanaga, because I know their ability, and they are the great actor who really can move. So we are so lucky to have them.
I got to be honest with you. Brian was saying he was lucky to have you. I spoke to Brian last week, and he was speaking glowingly about working with you on this.
Wow, Brian is such a talented and such a lovely guy. He played a bad guy, but he has a charm, and he's such a lovely guy. So normally at the ending fight, originally we are planning two guys versus two guys, but I really want him coming back. That's why the ending is now is a five guys fight from the three different parties. It's difficult, so difficult, but it's so fun.
That's the part that that really I keep coming back to is I, as an audience member, had such a fun time watching this movie. And sometimes that's all I want. I just want to be able to turn off my brain and watch two guys beat the tar out of each other. And you
Yeah.
did that with so much excellence and the precision with which you moved your camera. I have to commend you because every single shot that you selected and put together, it just looked like a piece of violent, bloody art. And it was beautiful.
Yeah, because they fight each other, but actually, at the same time, they must work together, right? Work together. Otherwise, everybody get injured, and even our cameraman. Our cameraman is maybe the six guys to the fighting, and yes, they really did a great job, and um, because I put DP, I asked our DP to join our team earlier, as early as possible. So we put DP to our training room. So our stunt boys is moving around, choreograph around. At the same time, our DP is shooting around. So they have enough time to communicate. So that's a good collaboration. So yeah, we can save the time on the set. We can save the money on the set.
How much of a change was it for your director of photography? Because I was looking at his body of work as well, and it's so different from what you had to do on this. And how much of a culture shock was it for him to move into this action cinema?
I think because believe or not, he has never shot action
Yeah,
movie before. Yeah, but I, I I really don't mind. Yeah, he's a he was a little bit curious if he can do this job or not. But uh, uh, in fact, he's a very good photographer, a very good cinematographer. So I really need his look, his vision, and his color and his lighting. So that's the most important things, because I'm 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 not good at this kind of things. So somebody must help me. But the camera work wise, my request is very simple. Just a put of the object on the center of the frame, like the it's like the George Miller approach from the Mad Max Fury Road. For example, I punch this. Our camera just put this punch on the center of the frame. The car is the car is flying. Okay, uh, capture catch this car on the center of the framing. Uh, that's why people is very easy to understand, easy to recognize. So yeah, my request is very simple, and
I
he
love that.
yeah.
I love that you gave a very simple cinematic language, and that's easy to understand for anybody, any audience, no matter what. And
Yeah.
I love that you mentioned that. Anytime I get a chance to talk to anybody, specifically someone with such talent like yourself, I always wonder who are some people that you look to as inspirations, whether that be in your work or personal.
Inspiration. Many people. Because this movie, I put my favorite on every aspect. So sometimes I put something from Johnny To, put something from Korean film, put something from American film, like the Back to the Future or Indiana Jones, or uh, I put some Sergio Leone spaghetti western, like the you remember five split screen on the at the end.
Yeah,
That's a homage to the Sergio Leone, obviously. So many inspiration because I'm the fanboy. I'm still the fanboy of the action movie. So yeah, um, everything can be the inspiration to me.
I love that you're a fanboy and that you're taking these inspirations and you're directly referencing them. Some directors are scared of that, and I love that you're not afraid of the things that you love. That
Yeah,
goes a long way with me as an audience member and critic because I can tell, I can feel that when I watch the movie, and I loved seeing that. Now, anytime I have another guest, the other question I like to ask, and this is a very difficult question, so I'm going to give you some time to answer it. If you had two movies to watch for the rest of your life, what two would you pick and why? You only get two.
oh yeah,
Told you.
that's today's answer. Today's answer.
I'll take
Maybe
today's answer.
yeah, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I have a different answer. Okay, I say yeah. Okay, Godfather.
Good pick. It's a good pick. It's a very popular pick.
Yeah, and then Back to the Future. Today's answer.
Yes. Yes. You can't go wrong with Back to the Future. You really can't. You know, what? I can see a little bit of Back to the Future in certain things, and just the way that language is spoken in the movie, not the visual language, but the actual cinematic language of the film. It's clear that you love Back to the Future.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, Back to the Future. Uh, uh, Sometimes that you know have the movie magic, and I can feel. I don't know what element let me feel, but oh, that a cinema. that
I love that. Now, this movie does come out on June 12th. Why should people check out your movie, The Furious, when it hits theaters June 12th?
Yeah, I think I hope the people watching the crowd and shout together and cry together and laugh together, and then uh uh looks like the when you watching the Loki, when you watch a Bruce Lee film, after after af- after you leave the theater, you become the another Loki or Bruce Lee. So running on the street, yeah. So I hope yeah, people get into the character, get in the story, and I just enjoy the action.
I love that, guys. Make sure you listen, you take Kenji's advice here and check the movie out June 12th because you too will be inspired to take a run or a marathon or even maybe fight your neighbor. I don't know. And check the movie out when it comes out. Thank you so much for your time, Kenji. I really appreciate it. You have a
Thank you.
wonderful rest of
Thank you
your
for your
day.
time. Yeah, thank you.